This video will walk you through the process of sending your provider a message using the MHS Genesis patient portal. For most of the clinics in the military health system, this is the most effective and efficient way to communicate with your care team, giving you the ability to send health information securely, send appointment requests, and even files such as photos or forms that you want the doctor to complete can all be sent. If you have questions about how to best use the portal in your specific location, reach out to your primary care clinic and ask them about their local practices. This video will show you how to send a message to your provider with an image attached using a smartphone, as well as on a computer if you want to attach a file to your provider. You'll need to start off by logging into your patient portal, where you'll click Message My Provider, which will bring you to your inbox. Once you're in your inbox, you can click Send a Message. The message screen will come up. Type your provider's last name, and normally that will populate with the clinic followed by the name of your provider. In the subject line of your message, type some useful information about what the main complaint is or what the issue that you want resolved is. In the message block, type in specifically what it is that you want and include in your message some specific information about your concern. When did it start? What may have brought it on? If you've tried anything to treat the issue, is there anything that made it better or worse? Has anything like this ever happened before? Because this information is going to go directly to your provider, so make it as detailed as you can. Next, you're going to click Choose File, and this will give you some options here. If you already have a photo taken, you can click Photo Library, and this will bring up the photos in your phone. Select the photo that you want, and then it'll attach here. And once it's attached, you can click Send, and it'll go to your provider. You certainly do not have to send an attachment when you send a message to your provider, but it can be helpful in certain instances as demonstrated here. Now I'm going to show you another example of taking a picture using your phone at the time that you send the image. In this case, you press Take a Photo or Video. It'll bring up your camera app on your phone, and then you can use the camera app to take a photo of whatever it is that you want to send. In this case is a photo of a mole, which doesn't look very concerning, but this is just for demonstration purposes. And then once this image loads, you can click Send, and this will go to your provider. In the next phase, I'll show you how to send an attachment from a web browser using the MHS Genesis patient portal. In this case, you'll have logged on to a web browser on a laptop or personal computer, either CAC enabled or not. Here you can click Message My Provider, and that will allow you to access the inbox just as before. Once your inbox comes up, you'll see there below the prior messages are blurred out in this case, but that's where those will be displayed. And then the button there, Send Message, will bring up a new message similar to what we saw before. Once that comes up, you want to select who the message is on behalf of. If you have children, in this case, you can select either your children or yourself, depending on what the clinical question is or appointment request or whatever the issue is that you have. When you go to the To line, once again, you're going to type in your provider's last name, and they should come up with a clinic name followed by the last name for your provider. If you have a question about who your primary care provider is, that's actually available in your profile on the MHS Genesis patient portal. Next, go down to the subject line, and in your subject line, give some details about what your issue is, just like we discussed before. In this case, I'm going to show you an example of an overseas screening form that needs to be filled out. So we typed in the subject line, then we click to attach a file. We go there, it pulls up this PDF that we've already downloaded in this case, and it loads in. And once it's loaded in, you can press Send, and that will send the file with the message to your provider for them to fill out. In the final part of this video, I'll show you how to find out who your primary care provider is if you're not aware. So first, you'll log into the MHS Genesis patient portal. Click those three lines to get the drop-down menu of options. Once you click those, you'll see an option come up that says View Patient Information /PCM. Click on that, and then scroll all the way to the bottom. It's blurred out here to protect information, but once you get to the bottom, you'll see this area that says Medical Contacts, and in there will be your primary care provider's name and contact information.